Now let's have a quick look at the sort of thoughts it gets to having. I really like the blue and yellow grouper. Fantastic. Have we got many negatives? This aquarium is untidy. Tank 12 looks a bit lifeless. It's probably that one. 14 a bit lifeless, 13 a bit lifeless. There aren't enough bins. Oh. Well, well, well. I can definitely take care of that. This tank's 17. Really? Tank 3? Which tank are you talking about that looks lifeless? Let's close all of those. Tank 11. Oh. They don't like the fact that these only have coral in them. Alright. Well, we can... It seems that the coral, despite it saying... It does say, I'm sure it does, that it'll grow to a certain size. To a coral size 4 after a certain amount of time. So I was leaving room for them, but it appears that it's not what I should be doing. Okay. Well, we've got 2 warm tanks and 1 cold tank. All of them have more or less the same room in them, so let's just go ahead and find some fish to put up in there. We can have azure damoiselles. I mean, we've got some down here though, don't we? Yeah, we do. We're an 8 to 19, so you'd be kind of squished in there no matter what. Have I got any small? Oh, I don't have any small cold water fish. Oh, we've got you, but you don't count. That is a bit of a problem, frankly. We could, however, sink this one back. Just get rid of that tank entirely and make it a larger tank. We'll approach the cold water tank in a bit then. But we've got enough smaller fish that we can fit in there, I think. Let's get... Sure, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. That's a nicer tank there. And over here, we'll go for... I'm going to need to put a little plant in there, but that's fine. Get a yellow tang. And a king damoiselle. I'll pop a little sea lettuce in there as well. Okay, that should help out a bit. But I'm going to need to do a fair bit of changing around for you, though. Could I get some better cleaning, please? Because apparently there are not enough bins. This makes me feel quite embarrassed. Let's get some more bins around then. One there. Another one here. We're going to overcompensate. I'm going to put bins everywhere. I have a bin. I can't place one down there, unfortunately. I can have a bin there. Have a... No, we don't need a bin there. Let's be perfectly honest. That's unnecessary. It's completely surplus to demand, that one. But I can have a couple on these sides if I really wanted to. Sure. That should be enough, I would say, to handle any amount of trash that our guests gather. Oh, there we are. Observation concluded. As a result of the active swimmer study the results of the active swimmer study are in and are truly fascinating. Thank you so much for your cooperation. You are more than welcome. I'm very glad I was able to help. Hopefully, this has furthered our understanding. We've taken care of all of you. The only fish that we have yet to accept is the schooling bannerfish. We're getting pretty high right now. There we go. New combi filters. Let's go for the mega heater next. Right. We are going to go ahead and sell you and build in the large double filter. There we are. Now we are cooking with fire. We're going to do much the same down here, actually. And over here as well. Let's go ahead and massively overcompensate for this. One there and one there. Oh, no, this one needs to be told what it's hooking up to. But there we are. We've now got a pretty large amount of filtration capacity. I'll do the same down here as well, actually. Let's go ahead and grab you, because it doesn't actually require any more skill than the other. It's expensive to build, obviously, but it will give us a lot of redundancy when it comes to the water quality. A lot of our systems can fail, and it still works. One would hope, anyway. Okay. Now, let's have a look around. Do we see any... And, ooh. Anything died. Clownfish for sale. Guests want corals. Toadstool leather coral for sale. Okay. Oh, very fortunate that we noticed this. What changed? What changed recently? Oh, my lord. Both heaters went down at the same time. That is really painful. But we should be able to handle it. There we are. You're doing okay. You should be anyway. We desperately need those heaters sorted out. I'm going to say that we need redundant systems. More of them. So let's pop this in here. Hook it up there. There we go. That should keep you guys totally safe at all times. Just goes to show. Just goes to show. That goes down, for example. We're quite ahead of the curve there. Okay, guests want corals. After collating feedback from guests, it has become apparent that they want corals. Will you attempt to satisfy their request? Different soft corals, sufficient water quality. Reward, base prestige, plus 150. And the guests will have what they want. Indeed they shall. Soft coral, toadstool coral, very nice. Clownfish for sale. Okay, also very nice. Now, that is exactly what we wanted, though. That is precisely what we wanted, because that gives us something to put at the back here. Now, we're going to have 2 new corals. I'm going to wait for this one to be researched. Right, okay, excellent. Kind of want you to just focus on fixing, so that we've got one person who, that's pretty much all they do is fix. There we go. Perfect. Let's go for... Sure, the marble serpent starfish. That looks awesome. This spidery starfish is quick-moving to evade predators. Its habit of scavenging waste food and fish feces makes it a useful addition to any tank. Indeed. Right, okay, so we finally want to update the... well, actually, that being said, we've got this tank over there that we can't easily remove now that we put it there. That said, we could simply reposition these. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's going to require a bit of finagling, but we can make this happen. First and foremost, we need a lot more room over here, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Let's drive this back a bit. We've got enough money. We don't need to worry, I say. More to convince myself than because I'm certain of it. There we are. Okay. Next up, let's move this tank entirely. Next, let's move this tank over here. There we go. Then I want... actually, we can do this. There we go. Perfect. Right. You are going to need to be back here. How deep is that? 3 deep. Yep, that's fine. Let's pop this over there. Get these walls moved. 1, 2. I'll want these moved around. Like so. Like so. Get you down there. Okay. Now, next step is to make sure everything is hooked up to heaters, which they currently are not. You are linking these ones, that's good. This one needs to be hooked up there. Once that's done, this one needs to be hooked up here. Now that's done, and then finally this one needs to be hooked up there. And we should, we're very lucky, have everything hooked up as it should be, and we've completely removed around these tanks. Perfect. Okay. Next step is going to make everything more complicated again. We need to move a lot of this area back. In fact, we're gonna spend a lot of money to move all of this around. Let's get these redistributed a bit. There we go. Yeah. And done. Now, the reason why we need to do all that moved is because we're going to have to shunt all of this back far enough. Now, this one just needs to hook up these two. We need 4 spaces. 1, 2. So, about here will do. But, if we can get this to sit on this wall, which we can, perfect. And then we can connect that one, and then connect it down here, like so. Next up, we're going to want this one. Can I get this in such a position? I sort of can, actually, which is kind of impressive. That one. Again, these ones only exist to connect. And then this one finally needs to be back here. So, and it just connects to that one. That's the only one that this one is managing. Alright. Now then, with that done, we can drive these back. So I suppose this will actually go and fit back there. We'll have the door there. We'll have the walls coming down. And then down there as well. Okay. There we go. Kind of higgledy-piggledy. I confess. It is. But I think it will work. So let's get all of this set up. That said, there's no particular reason why I can't... Oh, come on, you. That is genuinely a frustrating thing. I wish it wasn't quite that finicky. Right, now I can move this down. Kind of a squeeze, isn't it? But I suppose it doesn't much matter. It should be okay. Because ultimately what I would like is to not have this squeezed in there. What I could do... Ah, there we go. This is how we'll do it. That way I can have the door in the same place on either side. That'll just make me feel a lot better. That said, we've only got one door on the other side. Okay, well, we don't need this door then. I'll just store that back there. Alright, that makes things a little bit easier still. I didn't need to faff around with all of that after all. Right, there we go. Gonna want wall here, wall there. These will be painted shipwreck. And in fact, the flooring will be wood as well. There we go. Perfect. Given that, though, we will actually have this tucked away. I'm going to move this across a little bit more. There we are. We are going to need more access for our pumps. We actually took quite a lot of space over there to hook those up. It's not exactly ideal, if I'm honest. Is there a way that I could get this further back? Oh, that is glorious. Look at the range on that. The fact that those pumps have such a fantastic range is... Well, it's the only way that we're managing this, frankly. Alright, we'll pop this one there. Hook these two up to it. What we may need to do is just have a bank of pumps over here just to circulate the water and not to improve the water in any way. But hopefully that'll be sufficient. Right, okay, so we have got corals to place. Once again, how many though? We've got... got the Daisy Star polyps, I believe, down here, don't we? Are they Daisy Star polyps? Yeah, the font is tiny, but yeah. Okay, so we've got 2 other corals. Different soft corals. Oh, build a single tank with different soft corals. Ah, okay. I guess we can do that. Sure. We'll get 2 tanks back here. One there. And then another. Just across there. There you go. And we will have 2 pumps. One here. Connecting these 2. Ah, but are all of the soft corals the same? Before I do that. You're an anemone, soft coral. Ah, okay. And which corals do we have available? You're a soft coral. Well, that is a bit of a problem for us then. Still, we'll have the 2. We'll have a proper little display tank there. Let's get you hooked up. And we'll have a final pump as well, doing much the same. There, and it's a bit of a spider's web of piping back here, but it'll have to do for the time being. Right, so first and foremost, I would like some lighting for our latest one, the bubble tip anemone. In fact, well, I was going to say we could have a proper little setup of it, but no, we actually can't because they're the wrong types of water. What we could do, however, we can just move you straight over here, couldn't we? Yes, let's do that. Then we are going to place you. Clownfish's best friend, but unfortunately much harder to look after. Keep an eye on the health of the animal because the toxins from a dead one can take down a whole tank. Right. You're going to be living in isolation. You'll live there for now, but you will ultimately be living in isolation. I will get that set up in just a moment. That's set up there. Right, which one is connecting you? Right, we don't want that to be happening. So, let's take this tank away. There we go. What we want instead is for you to connect... want this one to be disconnected. We'll do it like this, so it's a little bit easier for me to track. There you are. And then this one can connect to here instead. That way, these are connected, but you are going to be completely isolated. And for that, I'm going to need to pop this all the way back there and hook it up directly. There we go. Sorry, little fish. You're in a bit of a rough situation. I appreciate that, but you know, you're taking one for the team. Let's pop you there. That'll do the heating. We now need the water quality. So we could go with you. It will probably be sufficient. Yes, it is. There we go. More than enough. So you should never die, which is great because that'll mean you won't kill everyone. Hooray! Hooray for not killing people. I am particularly fond of this. Right, okay, so everything has been set up now. But we do need a little bit more going on, perhaps. You can live in a tank of up to 8. Maybe. You would at least be a different type of fish. You can live in... you need a tank that's got 30 or more. Whereas you don't mind. You're a bit of a wimp, but... Sure, okay. You can live in there. There you go. You can just hang out in here for now. You'll eventually grow up. It'll take a little bit of time, but it'll be fine. This tank can support you. There you are. Lovely. Now then, I'm going to want some indicators for people on how they should move around in here. Go for the arrows. There we are. That's marvellous. I like it. We'll also have some additional seating back here as well. There we are. And you know what? A coffee machine. Well, sure. I think that'll work. There you are, everyone. Enjoy! Could have some balloons maybe on the sides. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's get some balloons in there as well. One there, one here. Plenty of balloons. Balloons for everyone. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, loads of things have gone down. Not great. Not great. And what we could do, since this is hooked up to that system, could add in one there. Is that going to help? Not a lot, really. Instead, then, we'll move this over onto this side and place down a filter. Sufficient. Oh, wait. Sorry, it's the wrong thing. It's completely the wrong thing. We want a filter over there. There we go. Whew. And that's very fortunate because you are something that I can't easily replace. Right, we've got a bunch of things. Green moray eel has grown. Fantastic. They can now eat things of size 11. You can eat things of size 7. Okay. Let's just double check. I think we're safe. Oh no, we are not. We are not safe. 100% not. You are not. Okay, so before you start to gobble down my fish, no, not happening. You were almost ready to grow though. Drat, damn, and blast. And you need a large tank as well. Okay. Well, we can have a temporary tank. Oh no. Is there anything we can do? This is a warm area, but you eat fish up to size 9, so no. Can't have you there either. Well, right. Except, I no longer need all of these fish in the same tank. Specifically. So what I could do instead, move you over here. Are you happy in this tank? You're not entirely happy. You want some caves. Of course you do. Of course you do. Let's get you a cave. This is a temporary solution, so I'm just going to move the cave that we've got. There you go. That should make you happy. There you are. And we will move my French angelfish across. And once again, we need a little bit of greenery, but it's actually a lot easier if I just move this stuff over. Sorry, if I just add new to this tank there. There we go. I think we're safe now. Nothing can eat anything in this tank. Can only eat fish of size 7 or less. You are, of course, size 24. You are size 9. Oh, drat. And these need to grow as well. Ah, drat, damn it, blast. Why? Okay, you'll eat my humpback snappers. Drat. Okay. Let's have a look at some more stuff then. That's a cold tank, so we can't use that one. This is a warm tank, however. But almost everything in there could be eaten. So we wouldn't want to do that. Right. Well, I think it may be a case that we're simply going to have to sell those beautiful fish. What a pain that is. What a fantastically enormous annoyance. I'd sooner sell them than risk them be eaten. No, I'm not gonna put our earnings ahead of their safety. And I can't guarantee their safety, so alas, it's very upsetting, but there we are. Other than that, though, we're okay. But I'll have to get another tank so I can get some active swimmers in there. A little tank somewhere around here. Maybe even down here, to be perfectly honest. I could probably do that. And then have them grow in there. It's just, we were just shy on money. We probably would have been okay. I'll be honest, we probably would have been okay. But I wasn't going to take the risk. I wasn't going to put them in danger. Right. So, we want you. You should be okay. It's a deal. You in there? There we go. That should be okay. Yep. Actually, let's move you around a little bit. There we go. And we'll also get some live rocks in there too. Lovely. Very nice, in fact. How much for the clownfish? 5 clownfish. Ugh. We haven't even really got a tank suitable for that. It'd be just a little bit too many for this tank. Still, I'm sure we can work something out. We've got enough money now that I can set up a new tank over here. And that is probably what we're going to do. However, I would like to get some toilets moved around. Let's get you moved down. One there. And another one across the way. There we go. Right, with that done then, we should be able to set up a new area back here. Though, it would mean we'd lose that. No, actually, you know, that's fine. We can just shunt all of that across. That shouldn't be a problem for us. Certainly not enough of one that I won't move this around for it. Okay, so first order of business then. I would like this to be moved, but I need it to be close enough that it can still connect. Actually, that's not a bad position, ultimately. Simply because it allows me to access the back, so I can store a couple of other things there. There you go. We'll get these walls taken care of as well. Going to want to move... do I want a staff door down here? Actually, I wouldn't mind one. Sure. Okay, it'll give me swift access to some other parts. We will have a wall. 2 walls there. There we go. And let's get the right kind of paints there as well. Okay. So, next up, let's move this along. There we go. And finally, we want a new exhibit. Actually, I'd like to drive that back a little bit further. There we go. Place that wall as well. This one too. Okay, that should be all the wall building I need to do for now. There we are. Right, so we want a decent tank, a deep water tank. Driven back. Oh, kinda want... yeah, 4 should be enough. That'll give us 48. Yeah. There we go. Ah, but you see, now, if I didn't have this there, I could have both of these access from one little spot there. It would be nice, but I think we'll live without it. We'll just pop these there, like so. There we go. And we also want to paint the actual tank itself. My bad, I forgot about that. Okay, now everything right now is hooked up, but we could do with moving these around. If I were to place this here, it doesn't actually work out too well for me. Technically speaking, we don't strictly need to make use of the back of it. So I could just have another double pump just flush against it. Right there. Connecting these together. There we go. All tanks connected. Glorious. Is everything okay now? No guests trapped behind walls? No. Perfect. I'm very glad. But I really need my fixes to do more fixing. But we've got some very good fixes, so that's fine. But wow, do these need to be restored? A little bit worried about that. Let's see. Got fixing 2. Got cleaning 2. Now we'll hire you. There we are. That should be a little bit better. Okay then, let's get the French angelfish in here. Super sad that we have to get rid of those, but this is a decent tank too, so we could easily have 4 of them in there, because they grow to a size of 10 at maximum, which would just be big enough. Just be big enough that they could have stayed there, but oh well. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna need 16 plants in there. Let's try and get a little bit more. And then kelp. Actually looks quite nice, in my opinion. Let's give a little bit of individuality to it. Just a tiny bit. We'll pop a regular shell right at the front. There we go. Perfect. Now, is that okay for all of my animals? All of my fish, rather. Yeah, generally speaking, it looks okay. Looks alright so far. Okay, day 31. Humpback snapper is grown. Now size 16. Okay, what can you eat? You can eat fish 6 or less. Okay. Wow, that tank though. Looks great. Gigantic fish in there. I'm really liking that. Actually, oh man, we were only just a little bit shy. I could have moved you in there. Bleh. Bleh, I say. Ah, well. Oh, we could have a turbot in there, maybe. We could have a pump connecting these two. Ooh. Because we can't have the turbot in there because it would eat the starfish. Yes, I like this idea. I like this idea a lot. Alright. Gigantic fish. You are moving. Once again. And your cave is coming with you. There we go. You do seem to enjoy this tank. It's fine. We are going to need a bit of extra filtration, though. I'm not too surprised about that. How much are you going to cost me to do? It's not terrible. All I'm hooking this up for is that I've got an extra point where I can add in filters. So there we go. That's all I need. I still need access behind this one. But just to be on the safe side, we'll also add that in there as well. That should keep the water quality in this tank fairly solid. Okay, let's stop spending money for a little bit. Because I'm, actually in a pretty dire situation right now. Of course, the gigantic heaters are unlocked. They are actually quite nice heaters, to be fair. Because these two only give me 180, but the large heater gives me a lot more. But it's just one heater, so it can fall over. It's not ideal. There we are. We've got a new starfish. Fantastic. I like it.